Hi everyone, my name is Julie. This is Keep Calm with Books and Coffee. I talk about books on this channel, mainly books about magic. And if you want to see more of that, you can hit the subscription button down below. But today we're going to be talking a spring TBR. Hello everyone. So today I wanted to go over just 5 quick books that I am hoping to read in the next 3 months or so. I'm kind of putting these on my radar so that I don't forget about them. I've kind of been hearing about them lately, or they're things that I have just kind of had my curiosity piqued about. And since I've been reading so much for specific content, I also kind of want to put these on my kind of for me content schedule. So I'm going to try to fit these in. I'm not saying it will definitely happen, but these are just 5 that I am kind of putting at the top of the list. So the first one I have here is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Now this might turn into content, but I am so curious to hear what I am going to think about what I'm going to hear about. What I am so curious to know what I am going to think about this book, because I have friends who have loved it. I have friends who have hated it. I went to a book club event last night and we ended up talking about this book, and the 2 girls I was talking to absolutely despised this book, and I've heard things about it that both make me think I'm going to enjoy it and hate it. So I'm really curious and I want to fit it in at some point, so I'm really hoping to read this before we get to the summer months. Icebreaker is about a figure skater and a hockey player who have to work together, I believe to coordinate their schedules to get on the ice after the hockey player's teammate ruins one of the ice rinks. So I think they have to kind of figure out how everyone's going to get rink time, but then also I believe our figure skater's partner abandons her, so the hockey player is going to help her. It's supposedly a enemies to lovers college romance, so I'm interested to see what I will think. We'll see. I want to know what side of the debate I'm going to be on. Then I also have Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, and this is sort of in a similar vein that I've heard a lot of mixed things about this. I had picked this up without knowing what it was because it had sprayed edges, and when I was at my bookstore, I was like, it was a new release. I was like, ooh, this looks cool. Kind of sounds like Nimona, so I'm going to give it a try, and then I've heard very, very polarized opinions about it. So this is one that has been on my radar for a while. It sounds like a nice palate cleanser if I enjoy it, so I definitely want to try this. I believe our main character starts working for the villain, and I believe she has to kind of adjust to what the villain has going on and kind of just, rationalize how she's helping out. And I believe there's other assistants, or maybe the other assistant has gone missing. I'm not 100% sure. What I have heard is that this has, if you hurt her, I'll kill you vibes, and that sounds fun, so we're going to try this as well. Then I also have 2 on here that are in only my Libro FM library, and I don't want to forget about them. I consistently forget about books that are in that library that I have purchased, so I want to try to put those on here in order to try and remember. The first one is A Lat's Away by Darcy Littlebadger. This is one that I've had on my radar for years and I have wanted to read, and I recently purchased this audiobook, so I definitely want to check it out. So from what I know about this book, it's about a young woman who can see ghosts, and it's in an alternate reality where our world is very similar to ours, but it is shaped by the magic that and kind of monsters that are in indigenous folklore. So I'm very interested in this. It reminds me a lot of The Others, as well as the Sixth World series by Rebecca Roanhorse, so I think this would be right up my street, but I want to try it and I have not given this a chance yet, so I want to prioritize this as well. The last physical book I have is A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. This is a leap day story, so I definitely want to read this year since it's a leap year, and I definitely wanted to read this. I was so excited to get my hands on it, and then I didn't make time for it before leap day, so I want to try to get to this before the end of the year, and prioritizing it now in the spring seems like the perfect choice. I really only know that it's about leap day and possibly time travel. I kind of forget the rest of the description. I heard about this from Aoife over at Pretty Purple Polka Dots, so I definitely want to read this soon. It's one of those ones that's like floating out there that I want to make time for, and I just haven't been able to yet. And then the last one is another one from my Libro FM library, and this is Lone Woman by Victor LaValle. This is one that I picked up in the fall, I believe, or maybe last summer, and I really wanted to read. The intrigue around this was so high, it sounded so mysterious and interesting, and I never actually read it. So this is another audiobook that I'd like to prioritize in the next few months. All I know about this, it's about a woman who comes to town after her parents die, and she has a mysterious trunk, and if she opens the trunk, bad things will happen. So that's the synopsis I know. Anyway, those are the 5 books that I am really hoping to read in the next few months. I didn't want to make this a specific month's TBR because I don't know that I'll get to them all that quickly. But I'm excited for all of them nonetheless, and these are all 5 books that are sitting on a TBR for me in some way, shape, or form, so I want to prioritize them. Anyway, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts or feelings or want to share anything about the videos or the books that I talked about today, please let me know down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!